Here we go. I'm real sorry about it. No, that's Lana's voice. I don't care. This guy sucks. I'm real sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. See, I figured I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Where can you? I don't. You got those at the grocery store. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. What a stupid name. Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was only on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, please come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. First things first, I have to prove this man is who he is. Do that and the motive will prove itself. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah, it seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Fair play! Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Are you saying you know who the witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name.
It's Gregory Edgeworth! His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. He is smarter than the average bear. I'm just gonna let that one hang. Wonderful. Yogi, that name sounds familiar.
Oh. Yeah, Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does that mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating! However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. Yo, I feel like it would be funny if Phoenix was just like, here's this evidence that I didn't fabricate. And Von Karma's like, wait, you can't do that. You're cheating. That's my tactic. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see, that makes sense.
Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What?
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? We're gonna call the parrot to the stand! I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tell Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not gonna... Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the parrot. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh man, I think we should just hang on this screen. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful screen. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
I think it's ridiculous. Do you need to even ask? This is a farce! I object! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
But, well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences, you clown! Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes! Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard!
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
I forget his voice. Oh my god, it's a parrot.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me!
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Hello, Squawk.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far.
Alright, this game is great. I take it all back. This game is the best game ever made. I regret everything I said.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? This is a murder trial! Hello, Squawk. Press! Hold it, parrot! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? So I recall 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk, don't forget DL6, Squawk. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello, Squawk.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot.
Hello, Squawk.
Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything?
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Smarter than the average bear.
Polly, Polly Squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot's named Polly. I forget this voice. Does this have anything to do? I forget the voice.
Does this have anything to do with their owner's identity?
Of course, yes it does. Ah, fascinating! You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity! Then show us this proof! Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... I'm gonna save. Oh, I can't save. Well, it wouldn't prompt me to show evidence if there wasn't actually a right answer. What am I trying to... What am I trying to do? This! Nope.
Mr. Rat, I'd hoped you would have learned this by now. Making random guesses here is a waste of court time.
Oh, wrong again.
That is all. Witness continued testimony.
Oh my god. I'm gonna save. Maya, you talk to her. Alright, what do you say? Oh, the number of the safe is a date, I think. It's 1228. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does! Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Where is... It's the date that it expires.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Rat, where in this file is something related to the safe number?
It's this. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the DL6 incident? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. But this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one.
What? What? There's so much to unpack with that statement. There's so much to unpack. One, in public, he just says the number to his ATM card. The PIN. He says his ATM card's PIN number out loud. And then he gives the reason, which is incredibly stupid. This makes Von Karma look like a clown.
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone is a little weak evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I gonna find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. Alright. Alright, I guess it's the middle one. Well, it wouldn't prompt me to show evidence if there wasn't something. I'm gonna save game. To prove. It's in here somewhere. Which page is the proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Rat. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Is it this? I'm taking a wild guess. No.
I'm sorry, but I don't see anything here that relates to the name Polly. Alright, gonna load save.
Oh, hold on. Let me load save so I can actually read that. I thought that was the failure since the music didn't change. Polly to Yogi. Here. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly.
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see, I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all.
My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only 7 years old, Phoenix. I bet some people on the internet would love to see that.
Oh, that's an awful joke.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker to the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name.
Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think.
Finally. Oh, that was Phoenix. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff for this very court.
Order. Hey, Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. And this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicions for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Wow, that's incredible. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Really? Objection.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was a murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What do I do? I'm gonna save. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. He's gonna say it, but I want to see the bad ending. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Annie Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident? In the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6 in the statute of limitations, which ends today. The culprit is me, but I'm pointing at Phoenix.
This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Blah, it's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Yawn. This isn't as funny. I'm gonna save here and then go back and see the other. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement.
He's right. You have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Oh, okay. Alright. I have just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. Even if it's accidental and the charge is actually 100% a different charge. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just confessed. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. What the hell?
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Ron Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Ooh.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Why is Maya allowed in court? I still don't understand it. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us into the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I think I know where to go with this. The gun fired once? Yes. I think, after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. Dude, bro, if Edgeworth just has tinnitus, there it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out, and quick. I'm gonna take a guess. Nope. I'm gonna save. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. The air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was, in the days. But... Yeah, there we go. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you?
I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Victim data. Look at the victim data on this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Man, if only, what a novel thing. What novel that, if only that hadn't already been used in this literally same case. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot was fired had something to do with the case?
Yes. Your Honor, I think we'll be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma.
Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof.
I'm gonna save the game first. Which one of these files is later?